Hello everyone, this is Dr. Kishore Shetty from AJ Institute of Engineering and Technology, and welcome to the video session on air pollution. Dear friends, air pollution is nothing but undesirable contamination of gas, smoke, dust, fume, mist, or chemical pollutants in the atmosphere. Air pollution mainly caused because of industrialization, urbanization, vehicle emission, and deforestation, and also because of increase in population. Air pollutants broadly classified as two types. One is primary pollutants and the second one is secondary pollutants. Now just let us discuss primary pollutants and the secondary pollutants separately. First let us see primary pollutants. Pollutants that are emitted directly from either natural events or from human activities are called primary pollutants. The natural events such as dust storms, then volcanic eruptions, volcano, etc. Now these are the natural events, and human activities mainly includes emission from the vehicles, emission from vehicle, then industrial waste, Now these are the primary pollutants directly released into the environment. So dust storms and volcanic eruptions releases huge amount of primary pollutants into the atmosphere, causing air pollution. So due to the demand of more energy in the form of fuel, and because we need more mechanical energy for the transport of the people and the things, of course we use many vehicles which eject a lot of smoke in the form of carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and dust particles, carbon, and it causes major contribution in the form of primary pollutants which are directly released. Similarly, from the industrial waste, the pollutants are released. Now these pollutants are primary pollutants. About 90% of global air pollution is constituted from 5 pollutants, primary pollutants. Mainly the 5 pollutants which are causing 90% of global pollution are: one is carbon monoxide, CO, carbon monoxide, or oxides of carbon, carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. Then it includes nitrogen oxides, maybe nitrogen monoxide and nitrogen dioxides, Then it includes sulfur oxides, sulfur dioxide, sulfur trioxides, etc. Then hydrocarbons. Then it includes particulate matter. This is the 5th pollutant, particulate matter. So 90% of global air pollution is caused by these primary pollutants. The first one is carbon oxide, second one is nitrogen oxides, third one is sulfur oxides, fourth one is hydrocarbons, and fifth one particulate matter. Now let us see primary pollutants. First let us take carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide. As you know, carbon monoxide is more toxic compared to carbon dioxide. 0.03% of carbon dioxide is the tolerable limit, or in this cycle of or energy cycle we have 21% of oxygen and 0.03% of carbon dioxide, and we have maximum concentration of nitrogen in the environment in the form of gases. So carbon dioxide is utilized by the plants to produce food in the presence of water and sunlight. Now this incomplete combustion actually causes carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide is more toxic. When it comes to the physical and chemical properties, so carbon monoxide, that is CO, carbon monoxide, it is colorless, odorless, flammable gas. No color, colorless, no smell, odorless, flammable gas. Flammable gas, carbon monoxide, CO, carbon 12 plus oxygen 16, that is atomic mass. Now this carbon monoxide is produced because of incomplete combustion or partial combustion of carbon compounds yields carbon monoxide. So if there is complete combustion, it leads to carbon dioxide. For example, carbon plus oxygen to give carbon dioxide. Now this is the complete combustion. This is complete combustion. Complete combustion yields carbon dioxide gas. It is less toxic. If there is incomplete combustion, carbon, then it combines with the half oxygen, it yields carbon monoxide. This carbon monoxide is toxic. It is more toxic in nature. So this is toxic in nature. Carbon monoxide is more toxic in nature. Remember, it is produced because of incomplete combustion. Complete combustion of the product gives carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is less toxic, very less toxic in nature, but carbon monoxide is more toxic. Now let us see what are the sources of carbon monoxide. Sources of CO, carbon monoxide. Sources includes automobile exhaust, So due to incomplete combustion of the fuel, incomplete combustion of petrol, diesel or kerosene, this reaction favors, as a result carbon monoxide is produced. Similarly, incomplete combustion of coal, burning of coal. So coal, it contains carbon. So incomplete combustion of coal also leads to carbon monoxide. Then it is also produced from natural gas or biomass. It can also be produced because of atmospheric oxidation. Oxidation of methane gas. CH4 gas, and also other hydrocarbons or other hydrocarbons. Carbon monoxide is also the source. Carbon monoxide is also formed from cigarette smoke. Cigarette on burning also produces calculate amount of carbon monoxide, and also from domestic heat appliances, small amount of carbon monoxide produced, mainly from automobile exhaust, burning of coal, natural gas, or atmospheric oxidation of methane, burning of methane or hydrocarbon fuel. So what type of burning? Incomplete combustion. It's also obtained, or carbon monoxide. Cigarette smoke is also the one of the source of carbon monoxide. Now let us see what is the effect of carbon monoxide. Effect of carbon monoxide. When it comes to effect, carbon monoxide it accounts for more than 50% of air pollution nationwide. 50% of air pollution is caused from carbon monoxide alone. And even if we consider worldwide, more than 50% of air pollution is caused by carbon monoxide. And the effect mainly includes carbon monoxide related illness. Carbon monoxide related illness includes headache, then dizziness, or and drowsiness, dear students, you might have experienced all these illness when you are exposed to lot of smoke while traveling or while riding, especially in big cities. Huge amount of vehicles on the road, and because of this incomplete combustion, it produces a lot of carbon monoxide. So environmental air or environment is mixed with carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, oxides of nitrogen, and you may feel like you are getting less oxygen. And mainly the illness effect mainly caused from this carbon monoxide. So you may feel headache or dizziness or drowsiness. Now these are the main illness caused from carbon monoxide. Then other effect, this carbon monoxide interferes with oxygen carrying protein in muscles. When humans are exposed to carbon monoxide, it forms carboxyhemoglobin at the expense of oxyhemoglobin. Thus the tissue are deprived of oxygen. So it interferes with oxygen carrying protein. So it forms carboxyhemoglobin. Hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is the content, it is the protein that carries oxygen from the lungs to the heart. From the heart, it is carried to different parts of the body. So we call it as oxyhemoglobin. It should be oxyhemoglobin. So oxyhemoglobin, it carries oxygen. If there is carbon monoxide in the air, so when we inhale carbon monoxide, hemoglobin takes carbon monoxide and it becomes carboxyhemoglobin. Once hemoglobin becomes carboxyhemoglobin, it affects or it fails to catch oxygen. As a result, we may fail to carry enough oxygen. As a result, it can cause toxicity in the body. As a result, the body may experience a lack of oxygen, and we may collapse because of the absence of oxygen in the blood. So we need to get enough oxygen for respiration. If there is no oxygen, then the person may die. So it's highly toxic, highly dangerous gas. So we should not be exposed to carbon monoxide. So immediately we have to come out from that place and we have to get enough oxygen, so that we have to carry the oxygen to different parts of the body for the smooth functioning of all the cells and tissues. And the other one is chronic exposure of carbon monoxide in air causes cardiovascular problems. So it can also lead to cardiovascular problems. Cardiovascular problems. Now these are the main ill effects of carbon monoxide. That's what we have seen. Primary pollutant as carbon monoxide, how carbon monoxide is produced due to incomplete combustion of carbon, and sources include automobile exhaust, burning of coal, natural gas, atmospheric oxidation, and cigarette smoke. Now these are the effects of carbon monoxide, especially on human body. Now let us see what we can do to reduce carbon monoxide in the environment, or how we can overcome from this primary pollutant, carbon monoxide. As you know, major source of carbon monoxide are motor vehicles. So we need to make more efforts to find and remove these vehicles from the road. So we need to remove vehicles. We need to remove vehicles which produce carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide is due to incomplete combustion. This incomplete combustion may be because of the problems in the engine. It may be because of the problem in the fuel. So fuel may be contaminated. So we may have to replace good quality of fuel, and the exhaust must be catalytically activated so that carbon monoxide, whatever is present, and can be converted into carbon dioxide. So use of catalytic converter. Use of catalytic converter. Use of catalytic converter. Now this catalytic converter contains a catalyst. On activation, carbon monoxide is converted into carbon dioxide. So in the IC engines, internal combustion engine, in IC engines, and other measures to control carbon monoxide emission, like burning fossil fuels or wood, etc. So we need to burn it efficiently. Whatever the fossil fuels or wood, etc. we are burning, it has to be made to burn efficiently or completely, so that whatever carbon monoxide that are formed must be converted into carbon dioxide. So we have to see through that whatever the fuel or object we are burning is completely burned, or it produces carbon dioxide. So as far as possible, carbon monoxide must be converted into carbon dioxide. So it has to be subjected to oxidation to yield carbon dioxide. That is very important. Just like even in the case of catalytic converters, carbon monoxide is converted to carbon dioxide. Dear friends, this is about the primary pollutant carbon monoxide. So primary pollutants mainly released because of the natural processes, which includes dust storms and volcanoes, emission from vehicles and industrial waste. They are directly released into the environment. There is one cause and release. So maybe burning of cigarette, the cigarette smoke contains carbon monoxide, is directly released into the environment. So carbon monoxide is more toxic compared to carbon dioxide. So in addition to carbon oxides, we have nitrogen oxides, sulfur oxides, hydrocarbons, and particulate matter. As I said earlier, these are the 5 chemicals or substances which are named as primary pollutants. and it causes major pollution in the environment. So related to the nitrogen oxides, sulfur oxides, hydrocarbons and particulate matter, we will discuss in the next video. Thank you friends for watching this video. All the best.